Hi guys. So I thought I should give you a walkthrough of my studio. It's not such a big deal, but as you might know, I'm in my garage and this is where I'm actually recording all my videos. It's simply because my cheeky little monkey, 3 years old, never lets me do anything. So my hiding place is in my garage. Yeah, in my garage when he's asleep during night. So when you guys usually see me in my videos, it's actually 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning because my little one is fast asleep. And so I have time to actually record the video in peace and quiet so you guys can understand everything I'm saying, if you do anyway. Okay, so for those of you who have been asking me about my creepy mannequin, this is the time to show you. And I will right now. Let's see. I'll switch it up and turn it around. Okay, this is one place. Okay, this is the entrance in my garage, which is a complete and utter mess. Because, yeah, apart from that, it's a garage, I know. And you sort of store stuff in here. But also, we are moving out, so everything is everywhere. Okay, here it is. I barely have actually any space to move around here. But look, there's the entrance, right? As you come in the garage, I set up my table here. And this is actually a curtain, okay, which is hanging on the mechanism from the garage door. Seriously, it is hanging because I never use the garage door because I have an entrance from inside of the house. You can see it's hanging there from the top, right? And I've actually put this curtain because I really need a backdrop, because behind the curtain is a complete and utter mess. You will see in a second. Right, my table, which I haven't even dusted in ages. Yep, that's the part of being in a garage. You never actually clean. Yeah, I know. Okay, so this portrait here is got nothing to do with me or my family, right? It's just I used to sell vintage and antique stuff and collectibles, and I really fell in love with this photo and also the photo album, the Victorian photo album, which is here. She's such a pretty lady though. Look, see. Okay, and then let's have a look for 1 second inside this photo album. This is also antique. There are quite a few photographs here of different people. None of them are actually related to me or my family. It's just I love collecting this stuff. They are authentic to the era. Yeah. Okay. Oh, look at this baby. Hello, baby. Okay. Let's see what else we've got here. So, yeah, quite a lot of photos here. I mean, if you are not really a fan of antique stuff, then obviously this is not going to be something which you would enjoy. This is a part of me, really. I've discovered I have the passion for antique stuff. Actually, just a few years ago, I'll be honest, I came to this country around 10 years ago, maybe 11, something like that. We used to live in London at one point, and then we had to move out, and since we moved here, I discovered auctions and auction houses, and then I came across all this sort of antique stuff, and they really spoke to me. So I started researching and selling, and then I had to stop, unfortunately, because my only selling marketplace, if you wish, was eBay, and then after a while it stopped working. So whatever I'm left with, I'm not going to be selling anymore, because like I said, it's my passion, and I'll be collecting them, keeping them, and hopefully I can look after them, although I'm not really doing it that much nowadays. But yeah, this is it for the album. Okay, let's put her back. Oh, she's so pretty, gorgeous. Okay, now you might get confused of what I'm gonna show you next, but I'll try I will try my best to explain. Okay, okay. So this is my other side. It's actually very, very difficult to move around here. This is my teleprompter, which you won't find this teleprompter anywhere in the world because it's a DIY by my lovely husband. He did it for me because all the teleprompters I could find online, they are for tablets and phones, and I hate working on tablets or phones, so I needed something for my laptop. Yeah. So, because I needed something for my laptop, my lovely husband built it for me. Yeah, he did. And this is it. This is the teleprompter. It's actually a box, right? A wooden box where my laptop goes on a stand. It's sort of upside down, as you can see. And then you've got this plastic screen where the text from the laptop reflects on the plastic screen where I read from. If you can see there, right? This is where I read from when I make my videos, okay? But it's so clever because the camera lens doesn't see the text. The camera lens doesn't see the plastic screen either, so it looks like I'm actually talking to you without reading, but I'm reading. The only reason why I'm reading is because, I'll be honest, I have a horrible memory, right? So usually the scripts for my videos, they are around 10 or 15 word pages. Let's say approximately 10,000 words, something like that. And as much as I would love to memorize everything that I'm saying, it's impossible for me to do it. My memory is terrible, terrible. And also, if I wouldn't write a script for the video, I would probably just mix up everything. Seriously. So yeah, that's the main reason why I decided I really do need a teleprompter, and my husband came up with the idea, built it, I'm using it, I'm over the moon with it. Okay, it might look rough. I know it looks rough, but it's actually very, very handy. Okay, so let's go zoom out a bit. These are my video skills. And actually, if you realized, what's on top of the box, it's a black skirt, simply because if light reflects too much inside the box, then you see how it's reflecting in the box on the plastic screen, and then it makes it more difficult to read from. And then, okay, that's done. And then I've got the softbox there. My god, it's such a mess. I only realize now as I'm showing you a softbox here, otherwise it would be too dark in the garage. And then I've got another softbox here, right? I'm usually sitting on this chair, and there is my microphone which connects to the camera. And then I want to show you the back of this teleprompter box. I've got here the monopod, right? And this is how the camera sits here. And I usually need to zoom out, zoom in actually. And then, as you can see in my videos, the wood box is not shown, okay? Right, okay. Let's go to the rest of my garage. Like I said, it's a mess. There are a lot of toys and a lot of stuff here, simply because I have a kids YouTube channel as well, and I have to store these toys somewhere. The kids YouTube channel is with my 3-year-old. He loves videos, and we are usually making educational videos for toddlers, for kids. So if you guys have kids or grandkids, or kids you know, or kids you are related with, then I'm gonna leave the link in the description below for Caleb's channel, YouTube channel, and you guys can go and have a look. Right, so this is the door. I was actually talking about the garage door, which sort of rolls up when you push a button, right? And this is the back. Actually, you guys are pretty lucky that we just cleared a bit here, because it was a complete mess. You wouldn't be able to understand anything. And like I said, toys, costumes, and then here I have some gift sets which I used to sell, and I'm not going to take this to auction now because my 11-year-old has teachers, my 3-year-old has teachers, so Christmas, you know, end of year, we usually take these gifts and we give them. So we decided not to take them to auction. Okay, and we are behind the curtain. There you go, this is behind the curtain. Right, and then, oh, I gotta show you this. This is a Halloween dress. Yeah, okay. But what I want to show you is something else which I'm really fond of. You see, these are actually Victorian capes. This is so pretty. It's got chantilly lace here. Yeah, unfortunately this is not the best storage area for vintage, for antique stuff. But because we are renting, we don't really have much control over what we can do in the house and in the garage because it's not ours. So we have to make do, unfortunately. Right, this wheel right here, it's actually, it's a spinning wheel. Yeah, it's a spinning wheel. My husband DIY'd it, made it himself for one of Caleb's videos on Caleb's YouTube channel. And this is where everything is a mess. It's not sorted, right? And here as well. So because we don't usually have time to stay in the garage until from start to finish, so we usually try to sort the stuff out, you know, piece by piece over weeks or months or whatever, I don't know, whenever we actually have a chance to. Right. And this is actually a pallet my husband brought in because he thought it might be useful for storing stuff, building stuff. He actually built my teleprompter box out of this pallet here. Okay, so we thought we should keep it for something, and then the bad news came that we have to move out of this house. So now we will have to again take it out and chuck it away, probably. Yeah, there's just too many things around here, my goodness me. See, okay, I think that you guys now have waited enough. So the mannequin, all right, the mannequin. Okay, this is Carla, wigless Carla. I have a wig somewhere, I just couldn't find it. And what I did, see, yeah, I know she looks creepy because you know what happened. I was shooting a Halloween video for Caleb's channel and I needed a mannequin to look scary, right? And so what I did, I actually painted her eyes black. I cleaned them now so that she doesn't look so creepy, but oh my god, she looked creepy, really creepy. But I still left her lips sort of black, and then I also put some wound stick-ons, see, like this. And yeah, there she is here. I love her. But what I love most about her is actually her Victorian dress. This is another authentic Victorian silk, a chocolate silk 2-piece dress. Unfortunately, it's not complete. I got it from Italy on an auction website, but sadly it's not complete. It's missing the bustle at the back, and it's also missing a corset. And there's also, there should have been here another piece to sort of connect the bottom with the top, which is missing as well. But yeah, it's definitely Victorian. Look at the sleeves, oh my god, these are beautiful, gorgeous mutton sleeves. You can clearly see the shape here of mutton sleeves. Look, my goodness me, I simply love this dress. It's such a shame that it's such a small size, but usually in that period the sizes were quite small because women had to sort of like tie themselves with corsets and all sorts of things, which I am really sorry about those women. I'm pretty sure they were struggling really bad. Yeah, okay, I'll take it from a side. There you go. I'm hoping it's enough light here, although my softboxes are not on. So now at this point I'm only relying on the top light here, the neon light. And yeah, there she is. If you guys were wondering who she is, she's just Carla. She's a vintage mannequin. I bought her from an auction house for my vintage clothing and antique clothing. She's actually authentic vintage. And what I like about her is that she's actually showing her age, and she's showing that she's indeed vintage. Like for example, I didn't clean her on purpose because I like to keep it as original as I can. So you can also see I didn't restore her either. So you can also see that on her hands she's got some damages. But also, which you don't usually find in today's mannequins, they are cheaply made. They are cheap and cheaply made and plastic. This is not plastic. This is not plastic. And also, her nails are painted. You see? The nails are painted, which is really cool, and you don't really see in modern mannequins nowadays unless they are really, really expensive. And yeah, unfortunately this top doesn't fit her, so I couldn't button everything, but I mean, oh my god, even look at the buttons. Do you see how beautiful they are? Lovely. And the work on here. Yeah, it's got bones. It's boned. It's boned. And this is actually this is also the original sort of macrame crochet collar. This one I just put it on. This is not antique. I just put it on. This is actually from that Halloween wedding dress costume. It's not dirty. It's like that on purpose because it's a Halloween costume. What else can I show you? Yeah, it hooks here with hooks. That's how it used to be ages ago. And this, because I had to cover her with something so she's not like, you know, it wasn't like that in Victorian times. I actually put net curtain here under the top because I didn't really have a Victorian blouse or shirt or anything like that. So I didn't really want to keep her, you know, with the skin showing, because Victorian ladies, they were not showing their skins. The dress has some damages, obviously being silk is from around 1890s. So the condition of it after so long is still beautiful. It's amazing, the quality of it. It's got obviously some holes here in the silk, and some damages here and there, but all in all it's brilliant. Okay, I'm almost finished. Like I said, this is my studio. It's just one last thing that I want to show you, usually where I do my work. Okay, when I make a video, I usually research for, I don't know, 2-3 days, 4 days. It really depends on the content. I'm trying to get out of here without tripping in something. But you know, I love what I do. I really do love what I do. So for me, it doesn't really matter how long it takes, as long as the content is good enough, right? Oh, let's say bye-bye to Carla. Bye-bye, Carla. Bye-bye, Carla. See you later. Okay. There she is. Carla's gone. I mean, we are gone, not Carla. Carla's not gone. We are gone. Right, yes, what was I saying? My content. Yeah, it's a mess in my house as well. So I'm sorry if it's a mess. But yeah, my content, I usually spend about 2 to 4, 5 days of researching, and then after I finish my research, I compile everything, put it in a Word document, like I said, between 10 to 15 pages. And then I reread it to make sure that everything is correct. And then what I do, I record the video, but I usually research my videos right here in the kitchen. Yeah, nothing fancy, just the kitchen. On this side is clean, on this side is a mess, as you can see. It's always like this when you have kids, I think. But yeah, this is where I actually do my research on my laptop. And sometimes, I mean, I used to do it quite often before. I used to take my laptop upstairs when Caleb would go to sleep at around 10 in the evening. And then from 10 in the evening until about 2 or 3 in the morning, I would stay on the laptop in bed next to Caleb because he doesn't sleep alone yet. And I would work and do my research during night. So I did this for a few weeks every night until, you know, the tiredness got to me. Actually, I'm gonna switch on the light. So I was too tired after a while of not sleeping like normal people sleep during night, you know. And so I stopped doing that, and I'm doing it more rarely because I've noticed that if I sleep too late during night, anyway, I wake up early because Caleb wakes up early, and then I am more frustrated during the day. And I also, there are days when I can't actually focus on what I need to do, and all I want is to just sleep. So yeah, I thought I would just rather, you know, stop doing my research during night, and then it's much better. And then I do my research usually during day nowadays, mostly in the days when Caleb is at nursery and Bianca is at school, because that's when I actually have time, and also when Caleb has his afternoon nap. So he's napping every day in the afternoon between 1 hour and 3 hours every day. So I'm trying to sort of do all my work whilst he's either sleeping or he's in nursery, because when he's with me at home and we are together, when he's not in nursery, he's always very clingy, and he's always you know, not dependent on me, but yeah, of course, also dependent on me, but he doesn't really like to stay alone. So even if I try to work whilst he is with me, he won't let me work because he wants me to pay attention to him. So instead of me getting angry on him, I would rather just, you know, don't research my stuff until I actually have time. So that's why you probably realize that if previously I used to post 2 videos per week, now lately I've been doing it only once a week, simply because I was putting too much pressure on myself to put out 2 videos a week. And I just couldn't do it anymore. I didn't have enough time to research for 2 videos, and rather than doing 2 videos which are of poor quality or poor content researched, I would just prefer to do one video which is much better researched and also edited, and then of course it's much easier for you to look at and listen to, of course. Okay, so yeah, I think this is pretty much it. I'm not gonna go now in the bedroom to show you because that bedroom really is a mess. It's embarrassing, but I don't know how to manage everything. It's very hard to try and manage everything. So yeah, I do as much as I can whenever I can, but also now it's even worse because we have to move out, so we have to start packing. The problem is we are moving out, we have to be out of this house by December, just before Christmas, which is a really hard thing to do for anyone around Christmas, to have to move out. And this is not the main issue. The main issue is that we are renting, we can't afford to buy a house. So it's very difficult lately to find a house to rent because most of the people are actually selling their houses because of this COVID situation, and obviously a lot of people lost their jobs, they need money, it's understandable. The places which are for rent, the rent has gone up significantly compared to how it used to be. Not only there are not enough houses, they are just very rare to find. The area we are looking for is very small because we have to think about nursery, and then on the opposite end it's the high school. And the worst of all is I don't drive. I can't drive. I don't drive. I have a horror of driving. I had an ex-boyfriend who used to be my husband, ex-husband, who, when he was trying to scare me off, he would drive at high speed and then just brake all of a sudden, and he wouldn't let me put my seatbelt on just to scare me. so I would hit myself. So since then I've been really struggling with not being inside the car. I can be inside the car, it's not a problem, but I don't see myself driving, and I don't feel comfortable driving. Maybe in a few years I'll be fine. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'll be fine, and there will be a point where I will need to, because at this point I'm only relying on my husband to drive me everywhere, and it's not fair on him because he's also got to go to work. He's also taking the kids to school and nursery, and yeah, I would like to take a bit of the pressure off of him. He's never complained, but I don't, it doesn't feel right for me really. I would love to be more, how can I say, more independent really. Yeah, because this is what people are looking for, right? Okay, so anything else that I want to say? Yeah, I am still going to try my best to post one video per week at least. But if there will be an event when I won't be able to do it every week, you will probably know, because we need to move, and a lot of packing to do and a lot of stuff to move around, also the kids. But I'll try my best. I already built up some backups just in case I won't be able to do my research and film when we have to move houses. But I'm hoping it will still be the same schedule as it is now. Anyway, please keep your fingers crossed that we will be able to find a house where we need to find a house. Yeah, I can't rely on public transport here because it's almost non-existent. It's like now the bus comes at this time. It says it comes at this time, but then you wait half an hour to 1 hour before the bus actually gets here. I'm pretty sure you guys know how it is as well. It was very different in London because you had buses every 5 minutes, but here you don't have buses that often, and when you do, they might not be on time. So that would affect school times, nursery times. So yeah, it's very difficult. It's especially difficult because it's such a small area that we are looking at. But I'm hoping, and fingers crossed that we should be able to find something. That's for sure. Okay, right. I don't want to keep this video too long. This was about Carla, actually, a walkthrough of how I work towards doing my videos. So many thanks for watching, guys. Take care, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye.